Villagers, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Some few days ago, we didn't hear good news coming from Niamey because people are bent on making sure their wish always prevail in Africa. They still believe that the African hasn't reached a point that we need to take control over our resources. Africa must be at a state where they have kept them because they don't have any plan B. It's always plan A, and Africa is the plan A. After the attack that happened in Niamey International Airport, are all in all the savior, the protector, the unifier, the messiah, the king of kings, the most loved, General Abdurrahman Chiani has officially addressed us, exposing a whole lot of things, the money, the people involved, how they receive it. Into Abdurrahman Chiani, he talked about this thing in one of his interviews, and that the things that he said have just happened, and that they don't talk about things they don't have any idea of. Before they say anything, they have the proof. They know the in and out. And before people make any move, they are already aware. He is a man of little words. He hardly talks. He's just like our all-in-all General Assimi Goïta. These two heroes of the African are all-in-all do not talk. Our all-in-all General Abdurrahman Chiani is that he's the eyes of Africa. He can see things the way nobody else can see. So he's exposing all the things that they are planning against them, and that they are aware of every move that they make.
The attack on Dori Hamani International Airport I mentioned on the 29th benefited from the collaboration of the countries I mentioned, and particularly the presidents of these countries I mentioned.
It is an attack that involved 10 motorcycles of mercenaries from
Jisim or Jenim, as you prefer, 10 motorcycles plus 1 vehicle from Ligs and 20 motorcycles from the Boko Haram movement, its ISWAP wing, which has settled in the Sokoto Katsina area.
Kebbi, Zamfara, and that we had at the time alerted the Nigerian authorities. These are the groups that were identified by the countries I mentioned, because if you participate financially, for us, you are participating knowingly, and you cannot be offended when we come out to mention your names.
The attack cost the sponsors 300 million. 200 million for preparations, 100 million to claim responsibility.
Because if you have noticed, and this is what I said, always follow these people. You will understand when you receive a stone, where the stone comes from.
To claim responsibility, no group was willing to do so. Unlike usual, it was nearly 72 hours later that the GS claimed responsibility, but we know how to go beyond the lines because we have the means to go beyond the lines.
To claim it, he received 100 million CFA francs in cash.
It was at that time that he went to claim. And even this claim forcibly was motivated by my intervention on January 29th, 2026 at Airbase 101. It was necessary to deny an obvious fact and to find a scapegoat at the cost of hundreds of millions, and that scapegoat was the IS.
I maintain, I persist, and the Nigerians must be convinced. Every time we speak out, we do not do it on a whim. We do not do it out of hatred, even if hatred is the consequence of our speaking out to say, to denounce. We say it because we have evidence that what we say is verified.
Unlike those days where our leaders didn't know, like Nkrumah and then the rest, where people can easily have access to them. This time round, it is different. It is completely different. Our leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are always a step ahead, like he said. Now it's not that time where we sit here unconcerned and we just do things in the name of doing them. Before we do anything, we already know what the outcome might be. Now the people came in with a lot of things, or motorbikes, and like they keep sponsoring. They keep giving out the money. And we've seen the amount of money involved in this operation. The saddest part is the African is the one who always do the dirty deed. Stateless beings. We still don't understand the struggle, like he puts it. Because if the African understands the struggle, I don't think we'll be the ones that will be fighting against our own progress. We are brainwashed to the point that we decide to always please people, please other nations. We see other people to be above us because of one, the education they've given to us, and the religion, even though we don't want to accept that. So because of that, the Africans do not see anything in Africa to fight for. We can fight and protect other people's God. We can fight and protect other people's flags, but we can never fight to protect the flag of our continent. That's the saddest part. And for how long will we do this to ourselves? Now we are seeing difference in everything that is happening in Africa. The reason to which Africa has been this way is because we have been controlled for a very long time. Like one of Captain Ibrahim Traore's speech, he made it clear to us that when they even came into office and they needed certain equipment to protect themselves, when they wanted to buy them even with their own money, they said no. They always want to empower T over us. So it's not because our military do not have the capability, but because they determine the kind of equipment they should have. That is why we are seeing the T very powerful than us. But when the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso decided to move towards Russia, China, Korea, Iran, and other places, they are able to acquire the things. We have been seeing them. They are not for fun. They are not for show. Always bringing these things into their countries to protect their people because they know that they are in battle. The very moment they decided that they want to save their people. Like the Sierra Leone First Lady said, the moment you decide to do the right thing, they will turn your nation or your country into chaos. They will use the opposition against you. They will do everything possible to destabilize your nation. So because our leaders do not want to see this destabilization, we have to always say yes. But Paul Kagame, like I always say, and some of you don't want to hear, because he has sent that message, we have to remind them about this message that Paul Kagame has given to them. And he is the one who said that it's better to say no and face the consequences than to say yes for generations to come to suffer. Do not take the easy way out. If we continue to be scared of what will happen, then how will we save ourselves? Because getting the freedom will not come in speech. Like Captain Ibrahim Traore said, freedom is taken and not given. So we can't continue to be begging the same people who do not want to allow us to have access to our resources. Like the member of parliament in Europe made it clear. They are not here because they want to save Africans, but because they are losing grip of the resources they used to get cheap. Like France used to get uranium 0.080, But now if France needs that uranium, France must be ready to buy it 200 per kilo, just like the way they used to sell it. So if they love Africa, why would they come and buy our uranium 0.08 and go and sell that uranium for about 200 euros per kilo? So we need to understand what is happening around us. And the same Captain Ibrahim Traore told us that we have to understand geopolitics before you, the African, can fight for your liberation. And I can see that a lot of us understand Pan-Africanism in a way, but we don't understand all. And that is why we cherish some leaders. But Thomas Sankara said, any leader in Africa, you see the West praising, you should know the West has finished you. So if you are still here and you have leaders in Africa that these people are praising, and because of their praises, you think that leader is doing your bid, always remember what Thomas Sankara has said. So our leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso have taken the necessary steps to protect themselves by getting all that it takes for that protection to come. We can never pray to get protected. No. You must be ready to get your freedom through the same equipment they are using against you. Bullet doesn't know prayer. And we are glad that they are always a step ahead, thanks to Russia and all their allies that are supporting them. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall. And united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's colonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world. In Africa, West Africa, in Niger.